much time. What is it?
Greetings, mortal. What brings you to Ancilla? Torture? Imprisonment? Madness? I have been waiting many seasons for the return of my friend and master, Lord Ancilla. Do you know of his whereabouts? Is he well? I never cared for the telling, and found myself listless and wandering under the canopy of the stars and the forest green. I have no role, no place in any ballad. Lord Ancilla found me in his herb garden one day. I was laughing at the jokes the blossoms told, but he liked me, let me stay and tend the flowers.
The mortal Lord Ancilla was good to me, kind. He is the only dustling that has ever taken a true interest in my telling. That is why I served him then, as I do now.
These were safe lands before Gadflow and the Tuatha. Safe for Fae, at least. We could wander as we wished. Now there is evil under every canopy. I've been here for nearly a season. What would seem like ages to one such as you. I was the alchemist for House Ancilla. You may call me Connie. The Tuatha imprisoned many of the servants and advisors when they invaded 10 years ago. Most of them perished of starvation or disease, poor souls. I am all that is left. Farewell. I realize that you won't stay, but it's pleasant to have company while it lasts. Farewell.
Who are you? And what brings you to this stale hell? I'd rather not discuss it. You wouldn't either if you'd spent the last few days praying to the gods for a way out, hoping to see a shaft of sky through the stone. I was a bare-knuckle fighter in Rathir before the war. I was good, too. But then the body went, and after that, the whole world plunged into chaos. A shadowy wood creeping with Alfar lore, so thick it could choke you. If it weren't for the army, I never would have come here. Some places in this world are just cursed. Damn that man! I knew that shoving him down that pipe wouldn't be enough. So, you're here to rescue our sorry hides. Sounds like we've got our new orders. But we can't leave. Tigneri, the madman who lords over this castle, he will not back down when the Alpha come. He will stay, and he will take many lives. We must kill him now. Otherwise, many of our brothers and sisters in the approaching army will fall prey to his soul-bind curse. It is Tigneri's life's work, a mixture of magic and alchemy that bends the very rules of nature. He plans to use it on the Alpha to strip our forces of their magic. The Tuatha wish to turn Castle Ancilla into another Mel Senshir. We'll need to get into the throne room. The only way to do that is to raise the portcullis. Once we find the lever, we're in. Let's go. close. You do good work. That's it then. Tigneri won't be marching all over the Alpha anymore, will he? Uh-oh. You don't look so well, my friend. I'm afraid Tigneri has gone and touched you with the spellbind. A little gift to remember. Not to worry. There's bound to be an antidote in the laboratory below. Come along, we shall find it. Chin up. I'd imagine it's hidden somewhere in Tigneri's laboratory, down in the deeper dungeons. Let's check there first. Ready? You have the antidote. Now take it, quickly! Take care.
Stay. It's your funeral.
It seems you caused quite a row in Castle Ancilla. I've been watching the Tuatha panic ever since you wriggled through that pipe. Well done. You have my eternal gratitude. Really, there are few who would have done what you did. It would have been an honor to fight beside you at Mel Senshir. Please, take this shield. It is the one thing I made sure they never took from me. That and my dignity. I'll never look at a stronghold the same way again. and the stories always described Ancilla as an elegant place, a home fit for kings. I've learned my lesson. Good luck to you.
Hello.
I will wait here with Captain Ancilla. My wounds are not grievous, and good luck to you.
Kirkham. We fight!
Explore the mission and introduce yourself to the brothers. They will be very... She has been found sufficient, and we have accepted her into the fold with open arms. Mitharu's order can be seen in many small moments. Sometimes it takes one loud voice to make all others hear the truth. How are you doing? If you're ever feeling overburdened with the...
It's good to see you again, but please move on. I cannot have the other brothers ask. See you soon.
Never surrender.
I'm happy to help you with what you need. I'm open to buy or sell, if the price... Hello there.
My assistant has returned. What do you... Stay safe.
Looking to restock. Ilindodran, back again.
Shield sister.
I am happy to help you with whatever you need. I'm open to buy or sell, if the price... This is right. Welcome.
You're not going to tell anyone about me, are you? Not that I've done anything wrong, mind you. I just didn't have the will to fight anymore. So I stopped. Fighting, that is. Private Elia Madmere reporting for duty. Oh, I am not fooling anyone. Listen, I've got some useful skills to trade if you're willing to keep my little secret hushed. Lockpicking for your silence, or gold. It's a talent, really. A sleight of hand trick that my older brother taught me so we could nab ale from our uncle's footlocker. Sure comes in useful out here. So, you already know I ran from my post. So, well, you probably consider me a coward. You wouldn't be wrong. Silly, isn't it? A young girl enlists in the army, but then panics at the sight of battle. Probably wonder what I expected. I know I do. If you've killed one, you've killed them all. They're like weeds, reaching up every spring despite how many you cut down the winter before. Been in the service for 3 years, and it's been 3 years too long. One person can't make a difference in this war. At least, not if that person is me. Our forces are having a rough time of it, what with all the Tuatha about, but we'll get through. We got this far. We're not going to give up now. Bye! You again. How goes... See you!
Greetings. Oh, how can I ever begin to thank you? What an ordeal that was. Quite the ordeal indeed. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Bern Elgar, head steward of House Ancilla. Of course, since the house no longer exists, that means I now serve you. Do not misunderstand. I adore the Lord and Lady, but my first responsibility is to the fortress itself, to Sea-Watch. Really, my liege? You wish to know about me? Why, I am Bern Elgar, he who lives to serve his charges at Sea-Watch. Where to begin? Well, I attended to the young lord before he was master of all the lands before him. Then I tutored and served his son, young Master Droon. Ancilla was once a mighty name, a mighty line. Few like them remain, at least those of the old order, the time of when Loselfar and Dokelfar were kin. This castle was meant as a holdout against the hordes, a final martial bastion against the encroaching. And it did exactly that, if only in theory. Lord Ancilla commissioned its construction well into the twilight of his days, and it was finished just months before the Bolgan invasion. Months too late, it seems. Excellent question. Excellent indeed. This is Sea-Watch, the legendary fortress. Why, just look around you. Maybe you shouldn't look around you. Not right now. Anyway, with the appropriate funds, I can install a proper forge, tidy up the halls. Reviving the garden will be a feat, but I am up to the challenge. Yes, it will be an honor to raise this lost hall from the ashes, which in this case is really just rubble. Wonderful, my liege, wonderful. You will not regret it. The corridors of Sea-Watch will once again ring with merriment. That is, if there were people here to make merriment. If I might make another suggestion, it would be nice if you were able to convince the former staff to return. I would start with Connie, a rather quirky and elemental Fey alchemist, who found a place in our master's heart as his gardener. Connie was unique, even among her own kind. The last we saw of the poor creature, she was being pursued by Bolgan, and I fear she was taken prisoner. Oh, Connie. She spent much of her time wandering the gardens of old Castle Ancilla, where the family lived. Of course, word has it that she was locked away by the Bolgan, poor thing. Farewell.
Since you left, my mind kept revisiting those last few moments with Hilaret. The tower fireplace, the kiss she left on my cheek, almost like a bruise. You've revived my family, friend. These great artifacts will help to restore the Ancilla name in the Caelid coast. I must find a worthy way to thank you. Take the verdant blades. You must. I do not wish to rule my new domain with fear and fire. The seal is enough. And so, a new age begins. We were close once. I don't know what it was. Childhood love, foolishness, or something more. We knew it was against our parents' wishes, but we didn't care. Be careful.
I understand that you may be busy, but I would truly enjoy seeing the sun again. Is it still the color of sky blossom? Sea Watch. Yes, that's what it was called. I enjoyed my tenure there. So many plants to talk to and mortals to observe. The Tuatha imprisoned us, the servants and advisors, when they invaded 10 years ago. Most of the prisoners perished of starvation or disease, the poor souls. Would you be so kind as to locate the key to this dungeon door? Solitude in no way agrees with me. Goodbye.
Hello again. You are welcome here. Be careful.
You are truly a mortal of my master's ilk. A generous soul like Lord Ancilla. I do not know where your fate takes you, but there is always a place for you at Sea-Watch. That is where I go now, to prepare the fortress for his return. Be well, and may your roads be prosperous. Goodbye.
The dolls? Wonderful! Just wait until my sister gets her eyes on them. They'll wipe the sneer right off her ugly face. So tell me, was there any truth to the old legend that there's something special about them, the dolls? Too bad. Well, I'll take another look at them when I get a chance. Listen, you may be famous, but you deserve something. Please, take this gold and armor. Private Odenkirk died yesterday, and, well, it's better not to waste good armor.
Connie is back at Sea-Watch. Soon all our ears will be buzzing with her disjointed prattle. How I missed it. Do you like what I've managed to do in your absence? Removing the rubble was a chore, but everything is possible with patience. Our next best course of action is to pursue Sea-Watch's old healer, the soldier Aryan Odai. He's a brave soul, one who enlisted in the army soon after the war began. Always one to fight for justice, Aryan joined the war effort in an attempt to win back our homeland. They say he's a sergeant now. It's well deserved. Farewell.
I think you'll find that I've convinced the reagents in your garden to be extra potent in your potions. Consider it a gift, from us to you. I never cared for the telling, and found myself listless and wandering under the canopy of the stars, and Lord Ancilla found me in his herb garden one day. I was laughing at these were safe lands before Gadflow and the Tuatha. Safe for Fae at least. We could wander as we wished. Now there's evil under every canopy. Goodbye.
Hi there.
I came back to retrieve that letter. Now that I have proof of my past... start to build a goodbye.
If you need anything, just say the word. Command would want me to do all I can for you. I was hand-picked by Lord Ancilla himself. He saw something in me before even I did. I spent my childhood with his family, apprenticing under an old healer named Glynis. When the Bolgan attacked, I was able to slip out in the confusion. but I'll never forgive myself for leaving the others behind. I honor them by fighting back. Sea-Watch? Are you trying to rebuild that old ruin? If you're serious about this, then I would leap at the chance to be involved. But I cannot just abandon my post, not with my men depending on me. If you can find a replacement for me, then perhaps I can come with you. Perhaps... There is a young Alfar by the name of Private Cornall in the camp south of here. I have watched him for some time, and he would make a fine officer. Not far. He is often standing guard outside the small encampment south of here, near the gates to Castle Gastier. Goodbye.
Hello. One of these days, the rest of the army will show up. Then we will actually make some progress. And you are talking to me? The sergeant is a legend. Not just anyone can fill those boots, friend. I have fought in a number of campaigns, and without me, the unit would have surely been killed in Cursewood. Fine. If it is the wish of Sergeant Odai, then I will relieve him of command. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Sometimes one opinion can make all the difference. See you.
What is it? So you have spoken to Cornall? Then it's done. Good. Cornall is a fine soldier. One of the few who knows how to hold on to honor when everything comes apart. Under his command, these men here will be fine. Relief will be here soon. And with it, a fresh group of officers from Melsenshire. Come, it is time to head to Sea-Watch. They were desperate enough to need an old, wasted healer like me. I've been in about 7 years now. Saw action in Fire Trench, and during the long siege. We're supposed to be marching into the Caelid coast after Captains Trav and Canwen, but reinforcements have yet to arrive. Goodbye.
Let me be the first to tell you how pleased I am to see Arian Odai out and about. What a fine Alfar. There are few finer. Of course, I don't do bad work either, if I may say so. Did you see the improvements? Progress is being made all over the castle. Only one member of the staff remains to be found. Normally, I would not encourage his return, but we need a merchant. He is called Astor Corleane, and he is dreadful. Rumor has it that he's prowling the spoils at Melsenshire, the scruffy little scavenger. The little carrion bird is likely hovering over a pile of bodies somewhere. The last I heard, he was picking through what was left of Melsen's share. Farewell.
Hey there. Bad scene, isn't it? Real bloody. A massacre out there. Call me Astor. Astor Colliane. General merchant by trade. Not that there's much business going on around Melsen Shear. This place is a morgue. Private merchant and enterprising individual, that's me. Astor Colliane. Competitive prices on competitive merchandise. Wait, you don't mean you wanted to know about me personally, did you? Not a chance. Good alpha, the Ancillars. A stock worth investing in if you're asking me as a businessman, that is. I liked the old lord, and his offspring weren't so bad either. Worst soldier I've ever seen. She's in it for the loot. Then again, so am I. Takes one to know one, I guess. As good a place as any to run your business. It's got a roof against weather, 4 walls to keep out the trouble, and the sheets, well, they're softer than most. Ancilla hired me back when his people were in a bidding war against Gastir. I got him everything he needed, fast, cheap, and without anyone ever knowing about it. Is this a jest? Sea-Watch, that old ruin? Ha! You'd sooner find me picking loot off the dead. Actually, now that I think of it, that's not a bad idea. Let me consider your offer. At Sea-Watch, I'd have private access to the sea and a protected perch. Fine, I will do it. But first, you must get something for me. Private Edstar possesses a prize that I desire, a dagger belonging to one of the Tuatha generals who fell in battle. It would fetch a fine price. Bring it to me. You can find Freedy in the tavern or around town. Worst soldier I've ever seen. She's in it for the loot. Then again, so am I. Did you try the gutter? Or in a puddle of her own vomit? Tell you what, try the tavern, though she'll eventually wind up in one of those other two. Goodbye.
Oh, the war here's a...
I'm happy to help you with whatever you need. I'm open to buy.
Yeah, what is it? Wait, I know you. Ah, I see. Kill any Niskaru lords lately? Guess I'm supposed to buy you a drink now, aren't I? Sure did. I've refused 4 offers for it, broken the nose of a guy who tried to steal it, and turned down one proposal of marriage. That dagger's mine. Really? You think so? I never thought about that. I'm walking around Chloricon with a target on my chest. We all are after Melsen Shear, but the dagger makes it worse. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not worth the trouble. I'm so close to living through this war that the last thing I need is to die over a souvenir. Here, it's yours.
Welcome.
Very good. Very good indeed. If you weren't so busy slaying Niskaru lords, you would probably make an adequate thief. I'd say stick to the slaying, though. I'll go back to Sea-Watch with you. But if that Burn Elgar starts to get on my nerves, I'm gone. That one is a wart on a Bolgan's ass. Goodbye.
It is done! The last of the staff has returned, and Sea-Watch has been reborn! Might I say that I have lived a long time and attended to many of noble birth and honorable disposition, but none compares to you. None at all. The castle is yours to rule as you see fit, my liege, and as always, your humble staff is at your service. Goodbye.
Yes, mortal. Greetings, mortal. May you find warmth and sustenance this day. May I help? Goodbye.
Yes? Are you in need of aid? I so prefer this life than the one outside. Too much darkness. Too much hate. Goodbye.
Hi there. Hello there. Business is booming. Especially good if you're into the black market, which I am, and then some. Private merchant and enterprising individual, that's me. Astor Collien. Competitive prices on competitive merchandise. Wait, you don't mean you wanted to know about me personally, did you? Not a chance. Good, I'll fire the Ancillas. A stock worth investing. As good a place as any. Ancilla hired me back when his people were in a bidding war. Against Gasté. So long!
Run!
Did you hear that?
We feel the glare of a silver raptor, a furrowed brow, eyes that pierce the veil. We see the scowling, engraved face of a beautiful, elegant term.
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him. It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fae, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him, and he slaughtered us all. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. We'd heard the legends of Dren the Bloody, unbeatable defender of the House of Pride, but you know how Fae are with their stories. We were going to be the ones who beat him, and opened the path to Alabastra for the army. We were going to be heroes, you know? Then Dren told us to turn around or we'd die. And God's help us, we didn't turn around. That's what we thought too. But if anyone can do it, it'd be you.
Damn it! I told them not to try anything until we arrived. This wouldn't be related to Aylin and her friend coming down that road, would it? If you were anyone else, I'd try to stop you. As it is, I'll just wish you good luck. This can't end here.
Sometimes one soldier can do what an entire army cannot.
You haven't tried going in there, have you? No, of course you haven't. You're still alive. This took a little longer to find than I had hoped, but it should be exactly what you need. Dren had a twin in the Summer Court, Dith the Defender of Valor. They were both entirely immune to each other's power. She faded when the House of Valor fell, but my early experiments with the Well of Souls provided a quite useful little surprise. You see, when trying to draw life energy from the ether, I captured her essence and bound it into this charm. With this, you will be immune to Dren's power. It's not as powerful as it used to be, and it's specific to Dren, but it'll let you face him and live. Now, be fair. Fae don't have souls as mortals do. They're a form of magic with a physical form. And I only got a little of it anyway. Just enough for a certain degree of immunity to Dren's power. It only works for one person, but it'll be enough for you to reach him. Trouble is, he'll be immune to your power as well. But I'm sure you can think of something. I had no idea what a treasure I had when I first caught Dith's essence. It was just a curiosity sitting on a shelf for the longest time. What a pleasant surprise that she could be of use to someone after all this time, eh? You've got his counterpart's essence, so he shouldn't be able to hurt you. What more do you want? So what if he's still invulnerable too? Go find a way around it. I can't do all of your thinking for you. With the essence of valor, you can withstand Dren's attacks. Stop being such a child and go face him. Now, go show that defender what a little magic can do.
Whatever you're planning, now is the time. Ventrinio says he has a way to defeat Dren, however he got into Alabastra before. You'll have to use it to put an end to Dren's defenses once and for all. Though I'm sure you have this well in hand. Good luck. You got into Alabaster once. You can do it again.
Hey. I heard about her, but she was before my time. All I know is she was some great hero of the House of Valor. I once toasted with her comrades at a statue to her, but even the statue crumbled long ago. The House of Pride practically drips with curses and enchantments, but the most powerful one is Dren himself. I'd help you if I could, but it sounds like that essence only protects one person. But if something goes wrong, I'll try to pull you out.
The Tuatha have forced their war upon us. They eagerly cut through mortal flesh and mortal bone, and as a reminder of their butchery, The Tuatha have brought war to the Winter Fae. They bring us all into this conflict and turn the Court of Winter into some engine of war. There are rumblings in the Court of Winter. There are Fae who are preaching beyond a world of rot. They fly in the face of sorrows, the cycles. They do not honor our tradition, but they are wrong. There is no winter without death. There is no growth without decay.
You have arrived and our work may begin. Much has changed since I was here. This place is awash with this corruption, this foul crystal. How dare the Tuatha permit this to happen to the tomb of the Weeping King? This was a sacred place, a holy site, and they let it fall to this? But we must not delay. To reach the key to the sorrows, you will need this votive, and 3 others like it. We must search sincere for them. To reach the key means pushing deeper into the hollow, which will be difficult, for the path is barred to all but those who tended this place. The tenders of this hollow carried votives, but the tenders are gone now, though I am certain the votives remain. We must find them. Very well. We must hurry to recover the key to the Sorrows Mortal. Very well. We must hurry to recover the key. Very well. So you have recovered all of the votives. Then we may press onward to the next trial. The Crying Eyes. When we have reached them, I will tell you more. But now we must press onwards. Farther still into the bowels of Sincere. We shall find it, mortal, if only we press onwards. Very well. There, Devoted to serve their purpose. Come, let us go deeper into Sinclair. Before we can reach the key, we have one final challenge to bypass. The crying eyes. We must find them. Very well. This is the other obstacle we must encounter. The crying eyes. They're the last guardian on the path to the key. You must approach them, mortal. They will show you the way forward, if only you answer them. By studying them. It is not a riddle, so much as a test of patience. Imitate the crying eyes and the way will open. Very well. Yes. We must hurry to recover the key to the... Very well. Yes. We must hurry we must go past where the crying eyes stand. We are on the cut... Very well. That is the key to the sorrows, mortal. It is perhaps not the sort you are used to, but that is certainly it. It is a branch of the ancient and wizened tree, whose roots touch this world and Ishara, the plane of magic to which all Fae belong. It is a branch of the gallows tree. The sorrows take the form of the gallows tree in both realms, and this branch creates the bridge between them. Come, let us ferry it to Bizarrain. Very well. At last, the key is brought from Sincere. You must hurry, mortal. The key must be given to Bizarane if he is to stop the Tuatha. Bizarane has learned all he needs to employ it to reach the Sorrows before the Tuatha. You must deliver it to him. Very well.
You focus your attentions where they are not needed. You must away to Sincere, the Hall of the Weeping King. Bizarane has need of the key, mortal. For though he has the knowledge of how to reach the Sorrows, the key is required for him to stop the Tuatha. Goodbye.
Yes? What is there that I can do? Once, it seemed nothing more than a symbol of our house. But the gallows tree is more important than we ever thought, mortal. Take heart of it, for we are all but gone, and all that remains in our stead are whisperers. In many ways, we were the vanguard, but there is some small hope in knowing that there was life before the House of Sorrows. In the time once he was a mighty figure among us. But when the house reached an accord with the Tuatha, I know he fights for the sake of our people. But in truth, I have always feared him. It is hard to trust they could delve the essence of entropy from the bodies of the Winter Fae, but they didn't. The Weeping King lived on through them, his acts persisting long after he left these lands. For the Weeping King, farewell.
You have the key to the Sorrows. That was well done. Indeed, everything you have done is more than I could have possibly hoped for. My reliance on you to this point was never my initial plan. I only needed Kadarok dead at the hands of someone else. But when I learned how willing you were to hound the Tuatha, I saw you would rise to every occasion. You became my faithful instrument. How could Saturnin have eluded the minds of so many for these long years? Simple. He was a ruse. His existence was fabricated. While all eyes watched for Saturnin, another was free to wage his war. Namely, me. All for the glory of Gadflow and our god. When you killed the Baelor, I saw an opportunity to end the House and the mortal armies simultaneously. You became my road to a perfect victory. True, I do not share the face of my brethren. As I explained to Gadflow, it was a necessary part of the plan. I have not worn this mask without sacrifice. Too long have I gone without feeling the warmth of Prismeer or the love of my god. But soon this will end, and I can take my rightful place again. You mean, why not announce my intent in a more obvious and boorish, or shall we say, mortal manner? I had to have the Sorrows, but they were lost. It took years before I even learned of the Eldest, much less their location. To reach the Eldest, I needed this house to die. To do that, I needed a rebellion. To do that, I needed an assassination. To do that, I needed you. Your ignorance of Fae culture, meaning your intonation, made you ideal. You lacked the context others might have used to expose me. But there is more. You are the hero of Melsenshir. You may not admit it, but you are a symbol to mortals, a rallying point for their armies. Who better to be the blade that I used to kill the Alfar? Who better to destroy the House of Sorrows? It makes my triumph complete. Perfect. You threaten me with death as though it is some great finality. We might both testify to the contrary. I will excuse your inevitable resistance, but if you have any sense, then you already know that you cannot reach me nor follow me. We part ways here. Find comfort, at least, that you will be long dead before the sorrows flood the minds of your mortal armies. Mercer will cut you down here. Farewell.
You survived. For better or worse, I know not. The house is in ruins, the eldest lie butchered, and Bizerain has betrayed us to the Tuatha. He must be denied. For our honored sorrow, our broken pride, our due vengeance. He cannot be allowed to use the house for war. It is both near and far. It will be difficult for a mortal to understand. Ashara is an ethereal plane, another realm of existence. In the Midden, the barrier between this realm and Ashara is weak, and we can exploit that. I did not always know. When you went to Damalrock, I meditated beneath the gallows tree, and a part of me that had long slumbered awakened. It makes sense now. Why I could practice delving when all had lost the art. Why I can commune with sorrows. Be it fate or chance, we must take advantage of this. I think that as the Weeping King, I can bring us to the sorrows in time to stop Bizerain. I do not know what will happen if I attempt to bring you into Ashara, but you have a strong will. That alone may save you. Bizerain has a head start on us. However short, it is likely still enough. Be on your guard. We must hurry. You have a strong force of will. Stronger than I felt possible. I have never heard tell of a mortal that could stand in Ashara. But we are here. I can recall now, vaguely. I walked this place before, and shaped the ground. That tree in the center, it is the embodiment of the sorrows. Bizerain will be there, but he has prepared himself. This barrier keeps us from him, and there are other magics at work. It is a place the Weeping King that I crafted to house the sorrows. Beyond its borders is Ashara, the plane of magic. When Fae are born, their life force comes from Ashara, and to Ashara their life force returns upon death. This is a powerful place. The tree in the center of the space, the inversion of the gallows tree that you've seen in the midden, that is the form of the sorrows. The midden is the cradle of winter. It is connected to this realm where the winter fae descend from. The gallows tree serves to bridge the midden and Ashara. Yes, we can. I can sense the conduits the magic follows, and there are weak points, nexuses of energy that we can exploit. But Bizarane is no fool. He will not leave them unguarded. And I feel strange presences. There is something waiting, mortal. Something dreadful. Bizarane is correct in that he can manipulate the magic of this place, but we can manipulate it as well, if not as easily. The barrier is strong, but it feeds off nexuses of energy, and those are vulnerable. We must destroy them to reach Bizarane. We must hurry. We must be quick.
We meet again, mortal. Can I truly be here? Standing before the sorrows? I remember no swords, fire, and then nothing. But he brought me back to fight you. I can't. I'm sorry, mortal. So sorry.
Must be quick. You dare tread here? A mortal dare shows himself in the sacred lands of the House of Sorrows. I have been dead a short time, and already I learned so much since he raised me. You are the cause of all this. Bizarane relied on you for his plans. Because of you, the house is dead. We must stop Bizrain before he can unleash the sorrows. We must hurry.
Finally, you have come. I must admit, I did not give you credit when last we faced each other. And now, I am here. My master has raised me to protect his labours, and I will oblige him. You may have bested me previously, but you will not do so again. Perhaps if I take your head here, my master will have faith in me once again. Shall we find out?
So you have finally reached me. I have waited, mortal. The longest of any I have waited. And now, Bizrain has raised me against my will to be part of his design. I sought to stop him. I found the plan he had conspired, and I fled the house, for I knew not what to do. But I could have stopped this scheme. And then you came and killed me. And now I am a puppet to his will. He cannot be stopped, mortal. Bizrain cannot be stopped.
You have slain what vestiges of your past I could conjure, and the barrier has fallen. So now, we are here. You think your presence here can stay my spells? The last words have been uttered. You are too late to stop me. I cannot. You do not understand Fey, mortal. What I do is for the good of all the Winter Kingdom. There are fires coming to this world. I have only glimpsed a fleeting shadow of them, and I am awed and scared and humbled. Only the Tuatha will be able to bear these tribulations, so they must survive this war. Now, you understand why I must fight. I have to fight.
We must be... Vizarin may be dead, but the death blow is still his. The Sorrows have already begun escaping their seal. We need to act quickly, or this will all be for nothing. I must seal the Sorrows within myself. I do not know for sure. I will be forced to remain in Ashara lest the Sorrows break free once more. Whether I will live or die is unclear. But I cannot be afraid. It must be done. For the good of mortals, for the good of Fae. It is a noble sentiment, mortal, but you do not understand. They must be anchored in Ashara, and you cannot remain here. Only I can. But please, bear witness to this last act. Tell the world what happened here, how the House of Sorrows ended. We must hurry. We must be quick.
You have returned.
Have you had any luck? Very well. If you find you have time to look for more, go with the gods.
Good day. Need help with gems? I offer. Come again.
Hello. Heading for Talar. There's treasure to be found amongst those. Ruins, but what always open?
Good day, traveler.
If you're heading east to the ruins of Tap... or heading to the... Very well.
Another Varani?
Is there anything? Talismans, items of power.
Herbs and powders, potions and salves.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
What can I do for you today, stranger? I'm happy to help.
Whatever you're planning, now is the time. You got into
Everyone
Alabaster.
says you're a
Turn back or die. Then you shall die like the others before you. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from fulfilling my duties. I sense my sister's essence on you. Did you mean her no harm as well? No matter what tricks you bear, there's no way you can defeat me. Turn back or die. Then you shall die like the others before you. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from fulfilling my duties. I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. You even bear the blessing of my sister. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. I cannot let you in without a fight, and you cannot win against me. If only things could be different. If only the Tuatha were gone and my sister was back. Enough. We could fight each other until the mountains wear away, but that will aid nothing. My sister and I were chosen to protect our kind. So long as our houses stood, the Fae would never pass from this world. I in pride, and she in valor. We never imagined that our houses could crumble beneath our feet. Mortals led to the collapse of my sister's house, but with Gadflow's help, they shall not have mine. He may taint pride with his Prismere and his obscene god, but it will keep us eternal. Before I knew the truth of Tuatha, I swore to keep my homeland safe from invaders. I could never have known what my people would become. Fae never change, and pride's honor never yields. I cannot yield, but if your true intent is to stop Gadflow, then perhaps there is a way my house and my honor could remain pure. If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, then we could put aside our powers and have an honest battle. Win, and your army may pass. I expected treachery from any friend of Sidon the Outcast, and I shall have no lie. Turn back or die. Then you shall die. I made an oath to protect my house and my home. I sense my sister's essence on you. Did you mean her no harm? No matter... Turn back or die. Then you shall... I made an oath to protect my house. I know your intentions are to... But I have to only think... Leave. Now. Enough. We could fight each other until the mountain. My sister and I, we never... He maintained pride with his prison. Before I knew, I could never have known what my people... I cannot yield. If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, if this is the only way to secure a chance for my house's untainted survival, then so be it. If you should win, then destroy the Tuatha in my house and the hateful witch knight Myrna. Then we can be truly free.
surely beat him. Guess I owe Ventrinio a drink. A promise is a promise, and the Witch Knights of Pride would be powerful allies to have on our side. I'll send a few soldiers along to help. Meanwhile, I'll get the other troops ready to move into Alabastra once that gate opens. The gate to Alabastra's still closed, and we can't open it without the House of Pride's help. Clean out the Tuatha inside, and we can move on. Get that gate open, and the army will be ready to go.
And he was not alone. Like the weave unraveling, the Tuatha now tainted the purity of Mathon's court. These new immortals, the Tuatha Daon, were no longer the solemn Fae of the East. Their essences twisted into a ravenous host, unsettled, unnatured. From the nothing of winter came Gadflow's malice.
Sometimes, whatever you're planning, now is the time. The House of Pride may be insufferable, but their magical powers are well known. Liberate them from the Tuatha. You got into Alabastra once.
Go on, go on. Haven't I already done enough? Liberate that Fae.
Don't let me stop you. Gadflow's army still holds the House of Pride. Burn out. What does one do in the face?
How can one Fae...
With you here, we can't lose.
Halt! Parley in honor of Dren, if you please. If you would be so kind as to have a word with us. I have been chosen by the remaining members of our house to speak for all. We were most honored by your intention to free us. We are in seclusion, so it's best to observe this situation without any unnecessary interference or risk to ourselves. I assure you, we will be more than happy to assist you in Alabastra. Simply carry forth and destroy Witch Knight Myrna, who has so commandeered our house, and her dreadful Prismere Chantry, of course. We are sure you'll have no problem finding her, or defeating her. We eagerly anticipate your success. We are waiting.
Well done, child of dust. You've killed the immortal defender and liberated a house full of arrogant backstabbers. I shall thank you for exposing the disloyal amongst my kin. But then, I have so much to thank you for. Pride? Their betrayal was inevitable. But soon you faced the House of Vengeance. And their loyalty to Tiernok is absolute. Pure. Instinct. The goddess of mercy awakens. And with every step you take into my homeland, she comes that much closer to walking our world and purging your kind. So, welcome to Alabastra. It shall be the death of you once more.
We have seen our champion bested, our advantage lost, and our minds are cleared. Bravo to you, champion. House of Pride, in our ineffable wisdom, renounces the Tuatha and demands that you accept our immediate surrender. Your army is welcome here. We trust our benevolence will be well remembered should Gadflow be dethroned. We thank you kindly, and our mages have already been assisting your army in their march into Alabastra. We trust you do not object. Most excellently spoken. You have the commanding presence of a young Aegon, who once also bore the pleasure of our august company. Allow us to welcome you to Alabastra. We trust your visit will be eventful. Vengeance is such a sloppy, boorish house. Marvelous fighters, of course, but simply crude. They all feel that the world has wronged them somehow. And perhaps it did. How else would they end up in such a hateful house? As the Fae are above mortals, the House of Pride reigns above their fellow Fae, sharing our wisdom, our grace, and our humility. Prince Sidon is a Fae of noble tradition. He would never raise a hand against the High King, just as he would never bow before the Tuatha. We've been gifted with so much. It's only proper that we are also immortal, so as to put our gifts to the most use. Conversely, poor children of dust have so little, but are given barely a moment to live. How kind the world is. How Gadflow came to command such respect is beyond even our wisest. He was little more than a jester at the Winter Court. But he said he found the voice of Tiernok, and she led him to power. And it seems he was correct. The Tuatha bred in our lands before we realized what change they truly represented. Certainly we all share a distaste for mortals, but few of us ever hunted them. Myself? Why, this one is merely the lowest ranked of our house, and yet we have been chosen as the speaker for the Fae of Pride. To us falls the honor of acting as liaison to your mortal army. Your charming, well-bred, and simply lovely army.
The House of Pride opened its gates and welcomed us as honorary champions. They say it's simple hospitality, but I suspect we have you to thank. Now is the difficult part. We can hold Cluricon, even push a little into Alabastra, but we don't have the forces to mount a siege on Gadflow. Once the House of Pride gives their word, they'll never break it. At least, not while it looks like we're winning. Our real problem is that we can't march the army through Alabastra. Not in formation, at least. This will call for smaller groups. Alabastra is a maze of valleys. Gadflow's remaining faithful would spot an army moving together, and the valleys would be the death of us. But where an army would fail, the 5 of us can triumph. If we split up, we can travel faster and catch them unaware. We will at the House of Vengeance, on Gadflow's doorstep. From there, we strike at Bale, the heart of his empire. Now that you've driven off the Tuatha, those House of Pride fools don't even want to acknowledge they ever served Gadflow. Disgusting little turncoats. But useful ones to have on our side, as long as we keep an eye on them. I'm sure you know more about it than I do. After all, you were here last. That's where we'll find Gadflow, and where we'll put an end to this whole war. I hope you're ready. This time. More than you'd think. But I promise I'll explain it all to you. Maybe once Gadflow's dead. I'll see you in Alabastra.
I need to talk with you, but not here. I'll find you in Alabastra. Gone, gutted, and good riddance to them. That'll teach them to stand on the wrong side of a war. You did kill them all, right? The frosted gem at the center of Alabastra. Full of Prismere. But now it's a lot more full of enemies than it was when we snuck in there. When you and I came to Alabastra, we were looking for the source of the Prismere's power. I never found it, but I think you did. And that's why you died. I've put together a few facts about your death, and I think I know something grave. But not here. I don't want to cause a panic. I'll give them the slip and talk with you a little later.
We're not going to stop Gadflow by just standing here and chatting. You should have seen Alabastra at its prime. Serene and beautiful as a sky full of stars. The Cur's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore. A Fae so consumed with hatred that he's little more than a beast. If you're going to get into Bale, the Cur has to die. Bale was the seat of the Winter Court. Every bit as cold as Issa is warm. But they're both beautiful in their own ways. Doesn't look like there was much of the House of Pride left to save. And I can't imagine they were happy about a mortal doing the saving, either. Lead the way. I'll meet you at the House of Vengeance. I'll see you at the House of Vengeance.
Welcome to Alabastra, hero. I'm no proper nature guy, but you see that wall up there, jutting beyond the height of that bridge? Need something? Hey there.
Hello. Praise Lyria. I thought you'd never arrive. Welcome to Camp Moondown. Are you with Captain Ancilla's company? It took more deaths than I wished to admit to secure the pass between Chloricon and Alabastra. Now that it belongs to the Alfar, we intend to hold it. Moondown is the best position in the valley. If it falls, we fall with it. The war is not what I expected. I missed the Battle of Melsenshir. Only action I've seen until now has been escorting healers and weaponsmiths. I'm no warrior. I'm an Alfar noble turned bodyguard. His name is Colm, added to our outfit in Melsenshir after our previous healer was, I'll spare you the details. Even more self-absorbed than a knave of pride over there. Ancilla was ordered to bring his men to reinforce Moondown, but he hasn't come. Anella Saf is one of ours, though she doesn't act like it. Her work makes up for her personality. We need soldiers, not heroes. Without help, we won't last long on this ridge. Still, any help is something. Will you lend a hand? Our commander and his Ariad rushed ahead to Shadow Pass, and the enemy moved in to divide us. Most of us left behind are dead, and the wounded might as well be. Each Tuatha attack is bigger, more brutal than the last. We need fresh sword arms, lots of them. Thank you. Without you, we could not... No! That's a Tuatha now! Come! Goodbye. Should give you a taste of what we've been up against. Tuatha see this camp as sacrilege. Thank you for your help. The tales of your courage are true. Trav pushed through it, along with Camp Moondown, without a look back. Once the Ariad surged ahead, Moondown was left vulnerable and Tuatha attacked our camp. That I don't know. Fate has thrown so much hardship our way. Tuatha took our healer. The weaponsmith ran off. The mercenaries deserted us when the gold ran out. They're camped on the land bridge to the south, but they're not going anywhere while the Tuatha hold Shadow Pass. If you rescue Colm, our injured could fight again, and we might stand a chance. Raiders seized him 2 nights ago. It was dark, but I'm certain I saw them head to Glass Pillar Caves. somewhere in the depths of Glass Pillar Caves. A cavern to the east, off the Cluricon Road. Goodbye.
Hello, mortal. I am the knave of pride. Wait a moment. The hero of Melson Shear. Here to offer your services. You have impeccable timing. I have some bulgans that need to be disposed of. I was sent to Camp Moondown to help us. There are greater things at stake. I'm just looking to move on by completing these menial tasks. I hear she has little experience. But I have better things to do than chat with, or about, those. They're everywhere. Big red faces. The Bulgan masters use them as foot soldiers when they can. They compelled them. Shouldn't be too difficult for the hero of Melson Shear. Well, get to work then, hero. And come see me once you've thwarted the threat. They're a special breed of mage. The Bulgan masters control the Bulgans. Not sure, but they're about. Always seem to turn up whenever we... It's a lovely arrangement. Goodbye.
I've got plenty of supplies.
If you've got plenty of coin, come back again.